Bwana Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Your Excellency, Chairman wa DAP Kenya, Bwana waziri wetu, party leader wa hiyo chama, sisi watu wa Kenya, wa Central, utaratibu yetu ni moja. Tulikuwa na Mwai Kibaki kama kingpin wa Central, ni kweli? Akaenda nyumbani. Tukawachwa na Uhuru Kenyatta kama kingpin wa Central, na yeye ameenda nyumbani, na kubali ameenda nyumbani na hatuna vita naye. Saa hii kingpin, na ninataka kukushukuru nyinyi Kalonzo Musyoka na wale wengine, kwa sababu mmejua funguo ya Central. Kama ukuji kwa murango ya ligi G, wewe iko katika siasa, hauko kwa siasa ya Central. Na ninaelewa na nimekuona Bwana Stephen Kalonzo, tumefanya na wewe nikiwa kwa Kibaki, ukiwa makamu wa rais, na ulitusaidia sana. Na vile munachikana na ndugu yetu na kazi ile munaendelea kufanya, sisi tunataka ufuate hapo. Nyinyi muunge serikali, tuondoe hii mtu ambaye ameleta shida kwa kila mtu Kenya hii.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MJR YouTube channel. For today's political analysis, there is a problem in the united opposition between Fred Matiangi's camp and Rigathi Gachagwa's camp. Even though Uhuru Kenyatta came out just few days to condemn verbal attack on Rigathi Gachagua from his party officials, particularly Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni, Rigathi Gachagwa's allies, led by Maina Kamanda, have come out to give a warning to Fred Matiangi and Uhuru Kenyatta that the gateway to Mount Kenya is none other than Rigathi Gachagua. And this is a sound warning. And it also confirmed what I have been studying for the past few weeks. There are those around Fred Matiangi who are feeling like Fred Matiangi is being neglected or being assumed by Rigathi Gachagua. In most of the occasions where Rigathi Gachagua mentions the names of opposition leaders, it has been observed that intentionally Rigathi Gachagua always omit Fred Matiangi's name in his mouth. So, you've heard what has been said. And on the same note, he attached the name of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka as a good friend, a person who stood with Mwai Kibaki, and a person who has followed the right channel to access the mountain. And you will agree with me that I did an analysis touching on the two ways of accessing Mount Kenya. And the last time Uhuru Kenyatta was in thicker greens, he also gave a statement that sounds like a warning to the people of the mountain, that I am giving you another opportunity to decide to follow what I tell you, the direction that I show, or not. But this time around, never again come to look for me in my retirement. I gave you the direction to follow in 2022. You defied. And now you are regretting for your decision. I'm coming again for the second time to plead with you to follow the direction that I give. And the direction Uhuru Kenyatta is showing the people of Mount Kenya is Fred Matiangi. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are coming across this channel for the first time, please take a moment, a minute or two, to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And once you subscribe, do not forget to click that notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, YouTube will automatically let you know. And to my subscribers, I am so grateful, and I thank you for the support you've given MJR ever since the inception. Do not forget also to drop your opinion on the comment section regarding this title or the content of the day. Why do I feel like Fred Matiangi might go it alone or look for other like-minded individuals? I said this for those who have been following MJR, that Rigathi Gachagua prefers Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka over Fred Matiangi. And these have said time and again. You know, to Rigathi Gachagua, Fred Matiangi is being forced down their throat. He is not their choice. He is not their preferred candidate. To him, he needs a man such as Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, a man who seems to be very diplomatic, a man who seems to be very sober and polite. But a man such as Matiangi, to Rigathi Gachagua, he appears like William Ruto, a man whom you cannot push. Ruto appeared to be a very strong man, a man whom you cannot put in your pocket and walk away. And times without number, Rigathi Gachagua confessed that indeed William Ruto duped them and deceived the people of the mountain, that he was a good man, complete with the Bible verses, and even speaking Agikuyu, mentioning all the roads within the Mount Kenya region. And they said, this is our man, this is the right person. Later on, table turns. So, when Maina Kamanda sent that sound warning to Uhuru Kenyatta that he is retired and they respect him as a retired former head of state, but now the politics of the mountain revolve around one, Rigathi Gachagua. And whoever wants the votes from the mountain should seek it through Rigathi Gachagua. And you know, Rigathi Gachagua is a party leader of Democratic Citizen Party, the DCP. And Uhuru Kenyatta leads Jubilee Party, which is fronting Fred Matiangi. And like any other political party, they must go out to mobilize, to sensitize their members, and also to enable the party to grow by registering many members in the areas they perceive to be their strongholds. And Mount Kenya is one of those areas that Jubilee Party considers its stronghold, owing to the fact that the party leader, who is Uhuru Kenyatta, is a son of the mountain. And since he has a candidate, that candidate must be fully supported by his people. And that is why if you are very careful and observant, you will realize that the county of Kiambu, where Uhuru Kenyatta is coming from, there is no that hot politics, except Kimani Chungwa, who is supporting William Ruto, seems to be vocal. Senior politicians like Moses Kuria are still silent, and they are trying to strategize on the direction the politics is going to take. And with the comeback of Uhuru Kenyatta, there are dynamics that will change in this politics towards 2027, more so in the area like Mount Kenya region. And this could be very dangerous to Rigathi Gachagua, because his mathematics may not turn out as he had anticipated. If the region, which is the mountain, this is where Rigathi Gachagua assumed that is his stronghold and is the one who should be speaking on their behalf. And this is where he also thinks that he's going to garner more seats in the next election. But with the coming of Uhuru Kenyatta back into the arena, complicate matrix for Rigathi Gachagua. And now it seems like the numbers are fading on his mind. And this has prompted his lieutenants to come out strongly to try to intimidate the efforts by the Jubilee Party to try activate its networks within the Mount Kenya region. So it shall be well with Fred Matiangi, it shall be well with Uhuru Kenyatta if they decide they are going to go. Because Uhuru Kenyatta is more experienced, Uhuru Kenyatta has what it takes to lead the people of the mountain. And also, statistics shows that Fred Matiangi is the most preferred presidential candidate in Mount Kenya. And if polls were to be done now, and even in my own analysis, most of those whom I have talked to from the mountain prefers Fred Matiangi, and not only youths, but all across the ages. Thank you, and may God bless you.